Entertainment Weekly called my next guest one of the sexiest women on television. 12 o'clock, gentlemen, 12 o'clock. She's the hugely popular show Ally McBeal, which can be seen every Monday night on the Fox Network. Please welcome the lovely Lucy Liu. Hey, it's nice to finally meet you. I've enjoyed your work.
Thank you so much.
Now,
I have to say something before we start. Dustin, 要我告诉你，你很可爱。
Younger eye? Younger eye. She's horny.
Dustin is a hunger?
I met her backstage and she said this is the first time she ever did the Tonight Show. She said, are you staying? I said, if I stay, you have to answer everything he asks you in Chinese and I'll translate it.
That's very good.
I had to say that, otherwise you'd take off.
She just said she was very hot for my son, Jake.
I just said that, that Dustin thinks you're very cute.
Oh. Thinks that I'm very cute?
Yeah. That's what he wanted me to tell you.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother issue. But let me ask you. Now, for folks that maybe not familiar with Ally McBeal, describe your character, because it's kind of over the
She's a little over the top.
Yeah.
She has interesting ideas about suing. She sued God. She sued the environment for allergies. She sued a woman for having real breasts and you know, normal things like that. Yeah. And she's also somewhat sexual.
Yeah.
She likes to give hair. She sucks fingers. You know, things like that. Things that you kind of be curious about. You'd have to experience it.
Give hair. You know, I'm learning so much about sexuality tonight that I knew nothing about before. Giving hair.
Giving hair is a very interesting experience.
You
if you
can
have a
say
moment.
give hair and I can't say erection.
I'm not quite sure. Well, I think I know.
You think? If you think, it's like if somebody says, "Oh, have you ever had an orgasm before?" and somebody says, "I think I've had an orgasm," then you haven't.
Oh, okay.
So you haven't had hair.
Then I haven't had hair.
Yeah, you haven't.
Okay.
You know or you don't.
You know, I guess that's pretty much what it is. Now, do people think you really like that? Because I'm starting to think you really like that. You know? I mean,
I think that people are a little bit terrified of me in real life because they think I'm a lot like Ling.
Yeah.
And I am, so.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that once people get to know me, I mean, if they come up to me and say, "Oh, I love your character," and then they talk to me for a little while, and you know, by the end of the conversation, they're like, "Wow, you're so nice," you know. So I don't know if they expect me to start bashing them over the head with a can of beans, because it's usually in the grocery store.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Queens, New York.
Queens. I couldn't pick.
Yeah. That's nice.
But you don't really have the accent.
Well, you want a cup of coffee? You want to go out and have a talk somewhere? You know?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So it like comes and goes. No, but I actually never had an accent because I spoke Chinese for the first few years, and then when my sister went to school, we all started learning English.
Oh, okay. Now, did you do lots of acting as a kid?
No, not at all.
None?
Not at all. I was very shy.
Yeah.
And
Really?
Yeah.
So you weren't giving hair back in those days?
No, I didn't have any hair. My mother used to cut. She's here somewhere. She used to cut my hair completely off, like not even a bowl. It was like a plate. You know, it was a plate haircut, like a teacup. She's like, "It's much cleaner, much cleaner," and it was really embarrassing. So where is she? I want to point her out because she told me later on. She had a baby picture of her when she was younger that I'd seen. I was like, "Oh my God, your haircut was exactly like mine." And she was like, "Yeah, my mother used to cut my hair off because she said it was much cleaner." And I was like, echoing in my mind that she didn't realize that she did the same exact thing to me. So I was really.
Now, what do your parents think of the show? Do they think it's? Does your mom think it's a little racy?
I think that she does, but I think she enjoys it because. I mean, in our family, we don't, you know how some families walk around naked, or, you know, you see your parents. I know, can you imagine? But I think that.
I'm getting a definite 230.
Something's working. Is it working? I think that.
You're the clock.
I'm the clock. But we don't walk around naked. There's no sexuality. There's no sex talk. There's nothing.
Nothing.
And I think probably, I mean, I never tell my mother what I'm doing. I didn't tell her about Payback. I didn't tell her about.
Now, Payback, you played a very sexy character.
Well, a dominatrix.
A dominatrix.
Yeah.
Did Mom even kind of know what that?
No, I didn't tell her about it. She went and saw it on her own accord, and I think she was really, really surprised. She brought a bunch of her friends who are all from, like, China. And I have no idea. I don't ask. I just go and I do my job and I move on. I mean, I didn't realize Ling from Ally was going to be so sexual.
Right.
So it just kind of came out that way, and it's fun. It's really challenging.
Right. I'm sure. Now, like in Payback, did you research that role? Did you go to the places where they have these?
Well, if you have a second, you know, I can show you what I learned.
Maybe you could demonstrate on.
Dustin. If you can get at 12 o'clock, I can demonstrate.
I'm told that NBC is taking us off the air. This is getting a little too hot for NBC.
I see. Oh, my God.
But listen, will you come back and see us some more?
I would love to.
See us again. You're a wonderful, wonderful guest.